What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jake Shavink here, and today we're going to look at yet another wide receiver prospect in the 2021 NFL Draft, Iowa's Ihmir Smith-Marsette, who is a very intriguing player and, as the thumbnail said, a pretty darn good deep threat. So, in this video, going to dive into some measurables, some stats, going to get into a scouting report for him, and then dive into some film, finishing up then with just my thoughts on him, where I'd grade him, where the NFL might have him, maybe a fit or two with some certain teams. So let's dive right in and take a look at Ihmir Smith-Marsette. All right, starting off here with the measurables and the stats. Real quick on the stats, in his 4 years, 110 receptions, 1,614 yards, and 14 touchdowns. Obviously, production not super high there, but again, this is an Iowa offense that runs the ball a ton, works its passing offense through its tight ends. So you're not going to get that elite level production that you may see from the top players in this class. Also had 8.1 yards per rush over his 4 seasons and 4 touchdowns. Also had 28.7 yards per return with 2 touchdowns in his career as well. Obviously, right off the bat, you see the versatility, and we're going to talk about that. Onto the measurables here. He is 6'0" and 4/8 inches for his height, weight 181 pounds. Obviously, not the biggest guy at receiver, but again, enough of the frame that he should be able to handle things at the next level. Now, also his relative athletic score. Thought this was a good thing to include. An 8.07. He's in the 80th percentile for receivers, which is a good score. Ultimately, if you don't know what this is, relativeathleticscores.com gives you a grade sort of on the size, the explosion, the speed, and the agility. And you'll see all those drills on the right side, a lot of them that Ihmir Smith-Marsette did. So kind of combines all of those into a percentile grade for your athleticism. And Ihmir Smith-Marsette scored very highly in this. Had a 40-yard dash of 4.43, very good time. A 10 split of 1.47 is very good as well. Shows you how he can get up to speed really quickly. 10 on the bench is not great. 10 feet, 4 inches on the broad, 37 inches on the vertical, 4.2 seconds on his short shuttle, and 7 seconds on the 3-cone. All very good numbers for him. Again, he has good agility, good speed, and good explosion. You'll see that. Obviously, size and strength are a little bit lacking, but let's dive into the scouting report now. All right, scouting report here for Ihmir Smith-Marsette. Really his strengths. He's a really twitchy player, and you'll see that on tape when we go through his film. Again, that athleticism shows up in spades. He has the speed and a good hand usage to stack defenders when working vertically down the field. Ultimately, his speed really is an asset for him. After the catch, he does a great job with it to erase angles. Obviously, you see the run after the catch ability. He's good agility. He'll make defenders miss. Making that initial defender miss is key also, I should add, at the next level. Being able to do that opens up so much for an offense. So that ability is huge for a guy like Smith-Marsette. Also has the field vision, the smarts after the catch as well. Good vision and is very decisive and makes good decisions after the catch. And you'll see that on film a little bit as well. He's a good tracker of the football as well down the field. And a couple other things with his speed. You'll see him eat up cushion really quickly. And that plays into that 10 split we were talking about earlier, where he gets up to speed quickly. He'll eat up cushion from off coverage. Really good long strides to create late separation vertically. You also see the long strides after the catch. Again, his speed is such an asset and he uses it so well. Good speed release where he'll jab step quickly and then really quickly get into his stem. He's very effective at that. He's a quick separator underneath as well. You'll see him on ins and outs. Very good, very crisp on his breaks. Very flexible at the top of his routes. Works well perpendicular to the sideline and works back to the football very well. So he can be that quick separator underneath in the quick passing game. No problems there. Pretty good catch radius overall. You'll see him make plays outside of his frame with those long arms of his. And he's very good at manipulating defenders as well. You'll see him, a couple of clips we have from the film study here. You'll see how well he does with that and how well he can make defenders bite and then beat them down the field. Double moves, another key strength for him. Again, and we can talk about it, the versatility, super fun. Just his ability as a runner, as a returner, as a receiver in the quick game and in the deep ball passing game, just so good. And again, special teams, what he can do as a returner will land him on an NFL roster for sure from day one. So, weaknesses. Really no plan against press coverage, and this is kind of an issue. We get into like his play strength, yeah, for sure. You talk about just trying to respond to physical play with just physical play, and that's not going to work with his frame. He needs to be better at creating that initial separation, trying to gain initial leverage with his hands, or diversifying his release package, which is something he can definitely work on as well at the next level. Continue to develop that, and he'll be better against press coverage. Again, the frame concerns, we can talk about that. I think blocking makes it difficult for him as a blocker. Yeah, and I don't think he's quite a 3-level threat. You see him very efficient in the short passing game and in the deep passing game, but really those deep ins, stuff over the middle of the field deeper, just not really there yet in his game. I think there's a chance he can develop that, but right now he's more of the short and deep passing game threat. I think he can attack the football more downfield with his large catch radius. Here's the thing, though. I think part of that's on the Iowa quarterbacks. They don't lead him down the field very well, and so when he's working back to the football and the ball is underthrown deep, he kind of tries to let the ball into his body rather than attacking it. I think he can do a better job with that, but also that's not all on him. I think his connection with the QB is something else I noted, that you'll see him kind of be late to recognize things, whether it be a back shoulder throw or where he needs to work to in the red zone. Just something that I think he will develop with time and be more comfortable with as he, acclimates himself into the league. So again, he's a very strong football player. Obviously, everybody has weaknesses, but again, Smith-Marsette, a lot of good strengths, and those will translate. So now let's get into a little film from Ihmir Smith-Marsette. All right, time to dive into a little film here for Ihmir Smith-Marsette. A lot of great clips here, and we'll go through them, maybe go through them a couple of these more than once just to make sure we see it, because this goes back to back really quick. So first clip here, you're going to see Ihmir Smith-Marsette, bottom of your screen, and you're going to see him really nice sell here with his head and shoulders on this fake to the outside. Nice jab step, gets to the defender to commit and freeze there, and with his long strides and his speed, it's over from right there. Easy score. Again, that shows the ability to manipulate defenders, and he's got that double move action. Very good at it. Here we go again here. Kind of selling to the post, to the middle of the field. Great job planting. Efficient turn here. And nice catch. Goes up, catches the football. Really good job attacking the football there. All right, so bottom of your screen now. Nice little double move, little out and up. Didn't get the ball here, unfortunately. Could have been a touchdown either way, but again, the double moves, big strength in his game. All right, down at the bottom here, just a little hitch route, and that's not really the important part of this rep. What's important is play strength. Gets off to the defender, makes a couple defenders miss for a little extra gain. Very good stuff. Now, top of your screen, next clip. I know we're moving really fast, but top of your screen here, little sluggo move. Slant, plants his foot in the ground. Defender gets real off balance there. Good job tracking it into his frame, make a catch through contact. Really good stuff there. You just see how well he works as a deep threat. The different things he can do to create separation deep. This is a fun one, showing off the versatility here, a little reverse. This is what you can do with him. You can get him some carries, and look at the speed, the long strides down the sideline. He really gets up to speed there, and it's tough to catch him. A nice little score. So here, for Smith-Marsette, you're going to see little jabs up the inside. They're playing zone. What's important there is going up, getting this football, making a tough catch through contact. And that was on a third down, too. They end up winning that game by a field goal. All right, here's a fun one. Gets the ball on the reverse here. This shows you the field vision, his ability to set up defenders in space. So, corner has outside leverage here. You're going to see Marsette kind of do a little rock step here. Jabs in, jabs out. Gets that defender to miss, and you'll see him kind of do this like slide like running backs do to get skinny through little creases. And just that creativity for him after the catch is really something special there. Turns a 2-yard gain into a 9-yard gain. Another play he does after the catch here. This is going to be a quick throw here, a little tunnel screen. And a lot of receivers, when they initially get this football, you see two defenders bearing down on them. A lot of receivers, they're going to try and make a defender miss, and that could result in really no gain here. If he tries to do that, there's nowhere to go. So what does he do? Great job getting downhill quickly, and he scores. Just really creative, but really smart with his field vision. All right, so up top here, you're going to see good job using his hands and that speed to stack the defender and then tracks the football really well down the field there. Really clean rep. All right, here a little speed out, showing you that ability to create separation underneath. Good catch, works back towards the line of scrimmage effectively. And that gets him some space to create that turn there, make that defender miss, make 2 more miss in space. Pick up some extra yardage. All right, another little sell here from him. You'll see at the bottom of your screen. Look at the jab, look at his head, shoulders, his core, obviously his feet. All going to try and point outside here just to get the defender to commit quickly and maybe just freeze him. Does a great job. Defender knows he's beat, got to get into a speed turn. If this isn't underthrown, it's a score, but it's a good catch through contact as well. Really good as a route salesman right there. And that plays into what he can do as a deep threat. All right, here we go. Little jab step. This is what he does with the speed release and why he's so good at it. Little jab step to the inside, gets the defender to commit. This is an easy touchdown. Long strides, the speed. Good late adjustment to the football there. All right, here's where you're going to see him eat up cushion. Final clip here. This is just impressive from Smith-Marsette. You're going to see eat up cushion between these two safeties, split them with this speed. Long strides. Look at this. They were not ready. Splits them. Easy score for Smith-Marsette. Just such a fun player. So final thoughts on Ihmir Smith-Marsette here. I mean, again, his ability as a deep threat, his ability to create separation deep is huge. Obviously, he's not a one-trick pony. He can make plays underneath. He can create initial separation underneath, make defenders miss after the catch, good field vision. Obviously, the versatility as a runner and as a kick returner. That's going to land him on an NFL roster. He's going to make an NFL roster. So who could he potentially land with? Well, potentially the Bills and Packers Washington football team, apparently, according to Pro Football Network's Tony Pauline, have day 2 grades on this guy. So very possible he goes on day 2 of the 2021 NFL draft. So be on the lookout for him. As for me, I have him with a 3rd round grade in my top 15 receivers, which, again, this is a loaded class. So to be in the top 15, pretty good stuff. I just think he's got this versatility and just what he can do for you as a deep threat is so impressive, and it's nuanced and it's NFL ready. Now, he's not going to become a star probably from day 1, but his ability to be a wide receiver 3 or 4 on a team, obviously make an impact on special teams, then grow into a potential Z-role flanker role as a wide receiver 2. I think he's got that potential, and you've seen it here. So, appreciate you guys watching this video. Maybe drop a like if you enjoyed. Maybe drop a subscribe if you're new. A lot more videos coming out on NFL draft prospects. Obviously, Packers and Colts fans who have been here before, who are new, a lot of that coming as well. So I appreciate you guys rocking with me. A lot of support on the channel recently. It's been awesome. So I appreciate that so much. I will see you guys very soon. Farewell.